Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. You already know what time it is. We're going to dive into this thing right quick. Shout out to my man Bonneville. He's doing great things. Appreciate the king, coming from our hood, LA. So, yeah, we're going to peep this thing out. He has some things to say. I have some things to say. Then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and let's get this working.
Round one, fight.
My least favorite people in the club are the motherfuckers who come in and they are decked out and be having 10K, 5K, whatever in their pocket, already paid 1,000 or maybe a couple thousand for the section, already spent 1,000, maybe a couple thousand in the club. And then when you ask them to tip their waitress, they get a little shaking in their boots. They get a little weird. And I'm just sitting there like, I already clocked your pockets. Like, normally I believe in staying out of people's pockets, but when you come into my work where I'm trying to make money, and I make money off of you tipping me, oh, babes, I already done clocked your pockets tenfold. I done clocked your pockets a couple times.
You a dirty motherfucker.
You did all this pocket clocking, and you still couldn't get any money out of these guys.
Internet begging. That tells me you broke.
Dang, man, women are dry beggars, bro. Like, they really are. And it's like, oh, we don't have drinks and we're standing around with these guys and I want to go because they're not giving us drinks or validation or talking to us. You see, that's what I'm saying. They always want something for just being around, bro, just for having a pulse. It's crazy.
I done clocked every piece of jewelry on you. I done clocked your pockets. I already mentally in my head am calculating your monthly expenses, okay?
And you don't find that to be like a little weird, suspicious?
And the man already done clocked you ass out. Not only clocked your ass out, but the man already had it in his mind of what he's not going to do. You clocked yourself out. But you're a streetwalker. You're a garden tool. Look how you present yourself.
Like, have a man do something to that same effect just on his end. That dude will be labeled a PDF file and all types of crap. But if a woman does it and she clocks you and she's trying to get money out of a person that she don't even know, she don't even know this guy, and she thinks that's okay, and she's saying this on the internet. Freaking weird, bro.
But I'm glad men are waking up. I'm glad some men are waking up. I'm glad some men are having conversations. I'm glad some men are paying attention. All you gotta do is just pay attention and listen, man. Like I said, you ain't got to be rude to a woman. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Just walk away. Pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and walk away.
Fatality.
Jerk chicken, oxtails, rice and peas, rum punch.
Like, they call men creepy. These women be doing creepier things.
You come in and you physically have the money, but the mentality is broke. I'd be a little confused.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. But this...
And I'm at the age, if there is a cover charge to get into your establishment, it just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. You cutting into my liquor, then I'm gonna buy. I saw something on Facebook where somebody said, if you're out with me and you say I'm not paying $100 to get into this club, you're not going out with me no more. Listen, we're not going out.
We got a point.
The club scene is dead, especially when COVID came. That really put a damper into it. But when you look at the club scene, how it was back then, when you went to the club, it wasn't about buying a woman drinks or spending money on a woman. It was about socializing, okay? You saw something you like, you went after it. Women too, they did that too. And you took that thing home and you wore that thing out. And then you had breakfast in the morning if that person spent the night. But you knew what you was getting yourself into and you knew what to expect when you went to the club back then, and it was fun. It was all love. Now, it's all fucked up.
Not paying no $100 to get into nowhere. A club? To stand around and drink something? I can do that at the crib. Now, there are times where I'm like, hey, a smooth little 10, maybe a little 15, a little 20. Yeah, you know, maybe I might come up off that. But 100? Nah, you got me fucked up. There's no way I'm paying that. There's no way I'm gonna justify that to myself to pay $100 to get into anywhere. Ain't no way, baby. It's not for me. And I'm not criticizing nobody that will. That's your money. And this is mine. You can spend $100. I'm gonna go spend $100 on some food and liquor and take to the crib and have a ball.
I see what.
But see, that's the same thing like a woman saying that she want a man to spend on the first date. On the first date, let's keep it simple. Jerk chicken, oxtails, rice and peas, rum punch.
Absolute misery looks like in New York City. Go to a nightclub and watch people who pay $4,000 for a table or bottle service. And hold on, hear me out. Let me take my glasses off for this one. People go all out, get dolled up, right? Either get a promoter or they go in and wherever the case may be. And they just like sit in the corner of this table, just spend the whole time on their phone. They don't dance, they barely talk. They'll take like a selfie together or two, and then they'll record when the girls come out with the bottles, with the Casamigos with the little fucking sparkler on top, and then that's it. That's all they'll do.
That is so true. That is so true when we see that. And if a man asks a woman to dance, there's an attitude. She shimes them off. Or she begging, asking a man to buy her a drink. Or buy her and her girls drinks.
And you know what? Maybe that's how you choose to have fun. That's okay. But damn, you spent like $400 on a bottle of Casamigos that goes for like, I don't know, $40 in the liquor store. You didn't really dance. You didn't really talk to anyone new. You just sat in the corner and texted on your phone. And as someone who's done table service before, that's kind of whack, don't you think? Like, could you have not just gone home and did all that? Seems like a waste of time, my love. I don't know, mate.
I agree, man. Like the club in America, like the clubs out here, they're lame, bro. It's full of lames, people, trying to live up to something. If you're going to go to a club or something, just save your money and wait till you go overseas. That's what I suggest. You want to go and have a real experience at a club, it's not going to be in America for the most part. You're going to see.
I agree with you, King. And hey, I agree with my man totally. When we go to Brazil, we have fun. When we go back home to Jamaica, we have fun. Go to Thailand, we have fun. Okay? When you go to other countries, and this is why, shout out to Passport Bros. This is why it is so important that I tell people, go out and travel. Hell, you know what? I do you one better. Go on a cruise.
Yeah, I heard it.
See the same bull crap. Somebody out there trying to flex and they're broke as hell on the phone, wallflowers, can't talk to no girls in the section. And then when the girls show up, they're broke. So they're all piecing up and they got one bottle. And then that bottle's gone so quick. And then they're just standing around too because men aren't going to the clubs. So, man, I would rather go out the country, overseas, and go to a club out there. It's just probably worth it and less cheaper and less drama and a headache. And you might even pull a baddie or two.
It's so much fun to go out in, but can we please talk about these covers? Get it, it's Halloween weekend and bars are really packed and capacity and all the logistics, but there's no reason why you should be charging close to $50 to get inside a bar. I partied in London, Paris, Miami, and I can go on, New York. I've never paid a $50 cover.
Damn, if you've been to all those places and you've traveled, damn, you've been in the streets for a minute.
Mind you, when I was in Miami, I was right next to Offset and Cardi B, and I didn't even pay money.
Stop the cap.
Yes, tickets are completely fine and normal in nightlife, like ticket sales, great, wonderful. But there's no reason why, if you do not have dancers, any sort of service, your drinks are expensive, the music is not even that great.
she kind of got a point. You know, these are some of the things you'll experience now in some of these clubs. Hey, I'm cooking. Pull up.
Complaining about, you know, ticket prices for nightlife or events and clubs, it kind of makes sense because we don't hear baddies complaining about this stuff. And most women get into clubs and situations for free. They get hooked up with a promoter where they just get in for free. So for her to complain about that just goes to show me that most likely all those places that she went to, Miami, Atlanta, all those places, she probably paid for them herself. And she took the trip by herself or with a friend, and she had to pay.
Liquor at the nightclubs? Uh-huh. Okay, check this out.
Now, if you drink for real and you go to the club a lot, then you know club liquor be the absolute worst. That shit get you toe the fuck up. Because a lot of that liquor be cut, especially when you buy liquor from the bar. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that liquor be cut.
The fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to avoid that shit by just buying bottles. But I'm starting to feel like y'all cutting the bottles too. Because I got a bottle at Diamond the other night, and I promise you that shit had me sick for 2 days. Like, my head was hurting so bad, I had to take my hair down.
Now, she's absolutely correct. What people tend to do at nightclubs is avoid having mixed drinks altogether because you don't know what kind of liquor they're using.
Because I've worked in a lot of clubs. That's why, if you ever noticed when you went to a club, they keep it hot in there to get you to buy more drinks.
I'm making this video for one reason and one reason only. What the fuck is in the liquor that they've been passing out in Atlanta? Y'all, I went out yesterday.
What the fuck are you doing with a damn bonnet on?
I had maybe 3-4 shots. I am sick as fuck. Like, I can't get out of my bed. Hands been shaking, throwing up on the toilet, number 2. Like, I'm up.
What the hell are they putting in this liquor at these clubs? Like fentanyl?
Now, you guys know this is true because I was in Atlanta and she canceled on me because she had gotten sick. But if you know the TikTok algorithm, it's always going to point you to the truth. Now, shout out to this creator because he's got a little dirty secret to tell.
All right, I'm finna start snitching in 3, 2, 1. So I used to work at this strip club in Atlanta while I was going to school and shit. And I was the bar back. So they had me in the liquor room. Like, that shit was damn near my office. So all them expensive drinks, say like, what y'all thought y'all was drinking? Don Julio, Patron, or Douce, Grey Goose, Hennessy, all that name brand shit. You might not have been drinking that all the time. So don't get me wrong, like if you was there at the beginning of the night, yeah, you probably had some. But as the night goes on, I'm not drinking that. Cause say them bottles was running low, right? Say we running out of them bottles. It was my job to get the cheap liquor that we had, put a funnel in the bottle, and fill that motherfucker back up to the top. And
that's an oldest trick. And if it was a clear liquor, you get the cheapest clear liquor, and you put it in there to fill it up, and then you resell it. Jerk chicken, oxtails, rice and peas, rum punch.
Put the spout back on it, and then seal it back up with a plastic seal with a hair dryer. Look like it was brand new. So you got some cheap ass $20 tequila and a $300 bottle of Patron or Don Julio.
What makes it more egregious is that they had him in the back liquor room with a blow dryer, resealing the labels back on those bottles. So while you're thinking that, okay, instead of getting mixed drinks, I'm gonna get the whole bottle so I can secure that I'm actually getting what I want. Turns out, according to him, allegedly, that's not even the case. At the end of the day, you were still getting cheap liquor, but you're getting it in a Douce bottle, a Patron bottle, or a Don Julio bottle.
I mean to tell me these people and these women complain about this shit when they go out to these clubs and they drink to begin with. You mean to tell me that you're spending all this money, or you're with a party that's spending all this money, and they're serving you guys $2 alcohol?
2025, can we please bring dancing back into the club? That's all I want. I'm just trying to go to the club and have a good time. I know, son, I feel you. You too cool for school.